What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. And I have to say that NIO is on fire right now. Since I made my previous video, at this very point, it gained about 15% to its value. And I think this movement will continue, but we have some technical issues with it. Then I will show you why this asset is moving higher and higher, and from its lowest point it gained about 75% to its value in a matter of just a couple of months. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. As I already mentioned, I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we completed 5 waves, potential we completed all 5 waves, and from this bottom we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our first wave, then retracement in a simple zigzag, then 5 waves in our third wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then again retracement, and 5 waves in our fifth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And definitely this price action is not the perfect one if you take a look on it from the Elliott wave perspective. It is a leading first wave diagonal, but in general I have to say that we don't have any major violations of Elliott wave theory rules. And because of for this price action I pulled the Fibonacci retracement tool from this bottom to this top, and we hit only 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, and my main assumption was that we should see lower price targets, because leading first wave diagonals should land lower first of all. Secondly, the probability of the trend reversal from the 0.236 Fibonacci level is not more than 10%, statistically is not more than 10%. And that is why I missed this movement to the upside. But guys, it is totally okay. You didn't lose any money, and from my previous video we gained from this range to this level about 18 or 19% of potential profit. And the second trade that we caught right here was from this level all the way up to the range of resistance of with a potential profit of roughly 30%. And definitely no one can catch the entire movement from the bottom to the top, but it is totally okay that combined we gained more than 50% of potential profit, despite that we missed this movement to the upside. So, and that is why you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence. So, let's continue with the fundamental news. What was the reason for this movement to the upside? Let me show you this article that was published just several hours ago on cnevpost.com, and it's titled NIO and Xpeng shares surge in the United States. What happened? And the subtitle is: a top Chinese government meeting on Monday boosted investor optimism with NIO and Xpeng, the laggards of the past few months, coming into more favor. And let me quote you this. A top government meeting on Monday was seen as the most significant factor driving these stocks higher, as it sparked investors' expectations for greater economic stimulus in China. Just a few days ago, China released a document on new measures to boost auto consumption, which lists 10 measures, 3 of which are directly related to support for the new energy vehicle sector. And definitely when we see this type of efforts from the authorities, from the Chinese Communist Party, on the highly dependent market, on this Communist Party market, we might anticipate the huge movement of the underlying assets to the upside. And we can see it right now. On top of that, let me show you that NIO smashed the Morgan Stanley forecast. And let me show you this. Amid positive industry sentiment, investors attempt to take advantage of laggards like NIO to catch up. Morgan Stanley analyst Tim Xiao said in a July 11th research note. The team expects NIO delivers to reach 15,000 units in July and to maintain a steady upward trend in September. And let me show you that we have the recent updates, the recent insurance registrations that was published just several minutes ago. And let me quote this. China EV insurance registrations for week ending July 23rd, and NIO delivered and registered 4,700 vehicles. It is the second place. Definitely, it cannot reach the level of Li Auto of 7,800 vehicles, but it is far ahead of the third competitor, Deepal, with the result of 3,400 vehicles. And let me show you that in general, NIO reached the level of 12,700 vehicles, and we have at least one more week ahead of us till the end of this month. And most likely, it will not only smash the Morgan Stanley's forecast, but it might also break their own forecast of 20,000 vehicles that was disclosed by CEO of NIO, William Li, back, I guess, just a couple of weeks ago. And if it happens, definitely it will be another huge boost for NIO. And let me quote you this. NIO sold 4,700 units last week, up 20.51% from 3,900 units the week before, according to data shared by Li Auto. As of July 23rd, NIO sold 12,700 vehicles during the month. NIO has intensively started deliveries of several new models over the past few months. It launched the new ES6 based on NT 2.0 platform in China on May 24, and its deliveries began the same night. And they also started on June 15th, they launched the ET5 Touring in China, with deliveries starting on June 16th. And on June 28th, NIO began deliveries of new ES8, the flagship SUV launched on NIO Day 2022 on December 24th. And the more vehicles with the NT 2.0 platform they will sell, the more results in terms of their gross margin they will have. And definitely for now their results is not the best one. According to the latest earnings report, they have only 1.5% of gross margin. And this number should be much higher in order to stay in line with the top competitors of the market. And for example, Tesla, the biggest auto manufacturer of new electric vehicles, has more than 18% of gross margin on each and every vehicle. And that is why we might see this increase because of the new platform. On top of that, let me show you this article. NIO to offer single motor model in sub-brand condemned Alps report says. Alps is one of NIO's most important cars for the next year, and the EV maker is equipping with the more flexible business strategy, as well as pouring almost all of its cutting-edge technology into it, local media said. And definitely with this type of news, and when this news becomes a reality, NIO has a huge upside potential on a bigger scale. And because of this, definitely investors should take a closer look on NIO. And let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, for now, it is very difficult to make a proper breakdown of this movement to the upside, because we might see, let me show you another potential breakdown, but we are at the edge of its cancelling. We might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our first wave, then the retracement to the second, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our third wave, and then we have to have the retracement from this bottom to this top. We have to see the retracement in order to unload the structure. But we are about to hit the cancellation point, and let me show you what I'm talking about. According to Elliott wave theory rule, we cannot have the third wave that is shortest among 3 other impulsive waves to the upside. And that is why we have to measure the third wave, the length of the third wave compared to other waves. Definitely we can see it that first wave is the longest one. Then we have to pull the Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of the third to the top of this wave and to the bottom of the retracement. And as you can see, we are almost hit or already hit the one-to-one extension. This means we cannot have this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 wave structure. And the second rule that this breakdown violates is that third wave should be the strongest in terms of its price action and in terms of the volume. But right here, as you can see, this movement to the upside, I cannot see that it is the highest one. On top of that, if it is the entire third wave, we shouldn't see the retracement of the fourth wave on the territory of the first one. This means it is not the case, and that is why I still stand on my position that we have to see at least a cool down for the upcoming weeks. And another evidence that we should see this cool down is following. From its lowest point at the very end of May till its highest point, as I already mentioned, this asset gained about, let me show to you, about 70% of potential profit. Why in the world you should enter your long position when this quite conservative asset, I have to say, gained about 70% to its value? It doesn't make sense. That is why it is totally okay to miss some trades in order to preserve your capital, but in order to be on a safer territory. That is why I think that's all information that I want to provide you, and in upcoming days I will do another update in order to find a more lucrative entry point for the long position. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap.